Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's weather update. Today we have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of the Ohio Valley in the yellow. We have a marginal risk in the dark green, extending from North Texas and southeast Oklahoma through areas of Lake Erie, Ontario, and Huron. We have a marginal risk of severe weather across northeastern New Mexico and southeast Colorado, and another marginal risk across eastern North Dakota, the far northeastern corner of South Dakota, and western Minnesota. Taking a look at the tornado threat, there's a 2% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location today across portions of the Ohio Valley in this green area. So make sure you are on the lookout for an isolated tornado if you live in this green shaded area today. Looking at the damaging wind threat, there's a 15% chance of damaging straight line winds of 58 miles per hour or stronger within 25 miles of a location in the yellow shaded area, and 5% chance in 3 brown shaded areas today. So make sure you look out for some isolated to scattered damaging thunderstorm wind gusts if you live in these areas today. And looking at the hail threat's going to be pretty minimal, with only a 5% chance of quarter-size hail or larger within 25 miles of a location in the 3 brown shaded areas today. So just watch out for an isolated storm that produces some large hail if you live in these areas today. Now looking at the heat, we are still having widespread excessive heat warnings across the south central United States in the dark purple, and then heat advisories surrounding that in the orange. We also have some heat advisories across portions of the Northeast today, and then we got some excessive heat warnings across areas of the desert Southwest. And looking at the temperatures for today, across the South, the high temperatures are still going to be between 103 to 108, with isolated locations reaching 110 across most of Texas and Oklahoma today, with areas across central and northeast Oklahoma potentially reaching up to 112 to 114 today. So the brutal historic heat is going to continue today, unfortunately, and spread east even a little in the portions of southern Arkansas, where the GFS model is putting temperatures of 104 to 107 in many spots of northern Louisiana and southern Arkansas. And then over here, the heat index is really going to be the problem because there's so much more moisture across the the southern Gulf states. So heat indexes are going to be 110 or above in many of these areas today. So make sure you're drinking your water, staying in the shade, and staying indoors during the hottest part of the day if you live anywhere across the south central United States today, because the brutal heat's going to continue. Looking at the European model for today's high temperatures, a similar story. Much of Texas ranging between 103 and 108. Isolated locations reaching 111, 112. Same for areas of Oklahoma. And then this model has a little bit lower temperatures for Arkansas and Louisiana. But like I said, the heat index is going to be the problems over here with insanely high heat indexes of 110 to 112 possible. And then looking at the North American model, the North American model is a little bit warmer, is a little bit more in line with the GFS, putting widespread 103 to 109 across Texas and isolated locations reaching 111 to 113 across North Texas and southern Oklahoma, and keeping temperatures in the upper 90s to 100 in the Arklatex and southern Tennessee Valley. But once again, the heat index is going to be the problem here. So anyway, thanks for watching today's weather update. Make sure you prepare for severe weather if you live in the shaded areas today. Have a wonderful day, my friends.